Howdy, welcome back. This is a AJS 724390. So this evening, today, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be pounding in the freeze plugs into my little Ranger block here. It's nice and warm inside here, so the paint's pretty much cured. Still smells a little bit, but for those of you that don't know, this is a freeze plug. So its purpose, they sit in here. I mean, obviously flush with this thing, but what happens is, say you have the incorrect mixture of antifreeze to water, or say you boiled all your antifreeze out of the engine, so you just fill it back up with water or something, and it freezes. Well, this is a sacrificial part of the engine, because obviously water, when it freezes, it expands, so these are called the freeze plugs, so they get pushed out, and so it saves your block from cracking, most of the time. Not always 100%, but most of the time. So I just got to pound these in. It's kind of hard, but I always like to take a little bit of black, ultra black RTV silicone and put it on the edges of it so it's 100% sealed. That way it'll keep it perfect and sealed up. So alright, so basically, like I said earlier, I used some ultra black on the rim of the freeze plug. So usually I like to get it on my finger. We have a nice platform here to keep the floor clean. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot, because these are obviously brass coated. Just a nice little coating like that, maybe even not quite as thick. It just helps it seal, because when you do these, you'll notice that there'll be a little bit of corrosion on blocks that haven't been painted, and these aren't sealed, and that's just because there's a little bit of coolant leaking through that area. This will just help it. This is also kind of a lubricant too, to help it in a little bit easier. So I don't know if very many people do this. I've known a couple engine builders that do this, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. So basically, when you get these up to the hole, you want to get them basically centered as possible, so you don't make a big old freaking mess, because obviously I painted this block and spent a lot of time on it, so I want to make sure it's gonna go in as nice as possible. You're gonna take, I just kind of cheat and use a big fat socket, and then I use a dead flow hammer. This is a Harbor Freight special, so it's been beat up and used. But basically, you want to make sure these are as squared as possible, and you're just gonna drive it in as straight as possible. And as you're doing this, just make sure that it is going in straight. You don't want it at an angle or nothing. And if you drive it too far, can't really salvage it at that point. Maybe one more. There you go. So if you do it right, that's pretty much what it's supposed to look like. Dead flush with the block casting. And looking good. So we just have to do that basically 8 more times, because this one has 3 on each side of the bank, and then there is one back here, and then there's the one for the cam as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the rest of them in here real quick, and then we'll come straight back. Okay, so I got all the freeze plugs in. You can see the only one I didn't get in is this actual cam plug here, because I gotta wait to drive the cam bearings in there. So go ahead and roll it over. You can
can see they're all in and they're all pretty much flush mount, so that's pretty much exactly how you want them.
Hope you enjoyed this video, and now you guys know how to install freeze plugs if you haven't done that. So again, this engine block is for the Ranger, and this is the progress that I've made on it so far. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.